Standard deviation and z-scores can be used to determine when things are considered normal or not normal or usual and unusual. And using a normal distribution, remember normal distribution means it's a bell-shaped curve that is symmetrical around the mean, which ends up being a z-score of 0. So this is a mirror image about the mean. And at the mean, a z-score is 0 because z-score measures the distance, the number of standard deviations a data point is away from the mean. So this is a really nice description of how useful this can be. And what this graph is saying is between -1, meaning 1 standard deviation less than the mean, or +1, 1 standard deviation more than the mean, 68% of observations should fit in that category. Within 2 standard deviations to mean, -2 meaning 2 less than to 2 more than, includes 95% of all observations if it's a normal distribution. 95% should include most of your data. And then between 3 standard deviations, negative being 3 less than the mean, positive being 3 more than the mean, you should capture 99.7% of all of your observations. Now this is useful because we can determine that if something is more than 2 standard deviations away, we'll call this usual. And if it's outside of this, we'll use green for this, unusual. Or if it's on this end of the spectrum, unusual. Because the data that, unusual, bear with me. The data that falls greater than 2 standard deviations or less than 2 standard deviations, let me rephrase that. If it occurs more than 2 standard deviations away, be it more than the mean or less than the mean, we consider those data points unusual because it only represents 5% of your data.